The following video you are about to watch contains adult language. Probably didn't need to say that, but I will, because just in case someone is bothered by that. Tacos. Luckily there's not an abundance of... Alright, girl, well, I'm in the middle of something here. I was talking to myself all cheery-like, well, here, let's just sync the video and click this and this, and I'm like, I love how quickly everything just loads, and I don't have to wait, and there's no delay, really, and then Sachi's just like, yo, what up, ho? This is my show now, and I'm like, it's barely even a show, so I don't know what you're talking about. It's more a disjointed series of ramblings from an idiot in front of the ever-attractive ways of anime ladies. Hey, everybody. Ho, everybody. Wait, hey, hi. Fuck! I've been doing this intro for almost 2 years now, and I'm just fucking it up. I actually didn't realize, like, I honestly and truly thought I didn't start doing the intro that I use each and every video. Hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Channel Shook. I thought I didn't start doing that until at least like a couple episodes into the first videos I ever made with the Pokemon Soul Silver series. That's not true. I opened up those just recently because I started doing Pokemon again. Check that out if you haven't, because that's definitely going to be the least watched series on the entirety of the channel. So that's great. Speaking of which, holy shit, thank you guys for the awesome support on Grisaia so far in the first episode. I'm loving that you guys are enjoying it so much, and I hope you guys will stick with me, because it's very easy, especially with something long like this, for people to lose interest and for it to, the viewership and whatnot to taper off, which I'm expecting to happen to a certain extent anyway, but for anyone who does end up managing to stick through it with me, you guys mean the fucking world. Y'alls are MVPs, champions, gold members, fan club. I started one of those free handies in the back. Point is, you guys are great, so thank you. You know, I thought I started doing my intros like in the 4th or so episode of that series, the first videos I ever did. Nope. Open it up the other day. No, it's just like, there we go. Open up with hey, hi, ho, and howdy. It's like, hey, hi, ho, and howdy, guys. It's like so fucking off, but it was still there, which is wild to my brain. Because I swear to God, that was not what I was. Anyway, this is not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about the fruit of Grisanthemum, Grassquatch, Graham Stoker, the fruit of Grendel, the fruit of Gyarados. Yep. Nailed it. Yeah, so we're here with Fruit of Grisaia again, episode 2. Again, thank you guys so much for checking out. I'm really glad you guys are digging the series so far. In the first episode, what happened? We got intervoiced. Yep, nailed it. Introduced to our boy, is what I was trying to say. Yuuji, my boy Yuuji, he's a sass basket. He's got the fire of 1,000 suns in his heart. He's also got all of the fans in the fucking world, I've learned, going into this. It's like everyone's like, dude, fucking love Yuuji, he's great. I'm like, yeah. Kind of a dick, but yeah. Well, what can I say? I'm also kind of an unbelievable super douche. So I'm worried he's gonna muscle in my turf, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yeah, we got introduced to our boy, Kazumi Yuuji, occupation student. And we also got introduced to a couple of the girls he is going to school with nowadays. As you can see on the screen in front of us, there is our girl Sachi. She is looking real goddamn adoraberificfulness. I love it. It's great. Again, never been the biggest thing for maids, but, you know, this is your chance to change that for me, girl. You better get on it first before someone like the fucking ReZero twin sisters do. Like, you gotta get on that first, or like fucking Felicia from Fates already is #1 maid in my heart. So you gotta beat her. So if you can do that, I believe in you. We also there's 2 more There's the principal Tachibana, which is not one of those two more, like I just said. There is Makina, who is all about the English, which I approve of. Also disapprove at the same time. It's a real weird blend of not being able to get behind it and also getting behind it. It's perfectly horrific, and I love every bit of it. I'm trying to remember what the other girl's name, because Makina said it when she was chasing after her. It was like Kamine or Kaname. It was something like that. It had a K, and I'm pretty sure it ended in an A. And I don't mean the letter, I mean the sound of the... This is going on an awful long bit. How about we get started on this bitch? Also, what occurs to me, as I was told in the audience, is if I had just waited for like 5 more minutes, I would have found a much... I'm so sorry. I'm going to find a much better place to end the video. So, you know, it's great. That is the big problem with this kind of thing, is trying to find a good place to end it is always going to be a frustration. I'm going to try and end it as best I can in the best place possible. And also... One last thing before we get started, as to the length of the videos, really it's going to be whatever I can make it work, but since it is a weekly series rather than what I used to do with like Katawa Shoujo, where I would just do like 3 fucking videos a week or some shit, I am shaken. It's always great. Yeah, so since it's going to be like this, I'm thinking I'm more open to the idea of episodes being longer anyway, just because it's a long series. It's going to be a long series, so I'm expecting that it probably would be a good idea to just give it time. Sorry for making you guys wait through such a fucking long intro, but if you're new to this channel, get fucking ready, because that shit is forever. Anyway, Sachi, you said words. Next, this open... I don't know if that's a good idea. I've already forgotten what her voice sounds like, so that's probably incredibly offensive. Next to the open space just inside the entrance is something of a common area for all of us. The standard student dorm community space, I believe, is what the kids call it. Is that correct? Hi. My voice wasn't... Amane. 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 Sure. That's so... Though, I haven't heard those names before. You are incorrect, sir. You just weren't paying attention. I was paying attention. Because Makina is a great name, and that immediately caught my attention, so I was like, on board. So far, despite knowing next to nothing about her, she's high on my list so far, of the 3 we've met. Sachi, you definitely... It's a battle between Makina and Sachi at this point. The other one, I have no fucking idea. I got nothing to say about her yet. We will find out, though. Principal, she can... get it somewhere else. Sorry. Okay, it's just... Fuck. Although I haven't heard those names before, they must be other students. Ooh, the boiler room. I suspect it gets rather steamy in there, much like my room, as I am currently melting. Which is great. Oh, lovely. I've already forgotten this. We literally... I clicked 3.5 milliseconds ago, and I've immediately forgotten which room you said was yours. I'd heard there were 11 rooms in total. Any reason why you picked one on the first floor? Alright, well, I mean... That is a way to pick a room. I don't think my name works for that for anything. Shannon. 7, I guess, would be the closest you can probably get. Also works because that's how many letters are in the name, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know numbers. Fuck. That's what I get for not graduating. Oh god, no. I get the idea. Yes, silly Sue. Oh my. So it's just me and Sachi down below is what I'm hearing. So we get to be the best of buddies from the start. Which would mean 2 of these are vacant, right? I'm curious if that lasts. My vote is it won't. Vote? Guess. Hypothesis. Oh my lord, that is a nice looking bathhouse. Can I have it? Oh. Nice. Always good to have a good place to do your laundry. That's good. I can do my own laundry. Please, God, no one else do my laundry. Stay the fuck away from my clothes. I don't... Number one, I don't trust you people. Number two, I don't want you to deal with me, ever. I'm not saying I'm horrible. I'm just saying... Stay the fuck out of my laundry. Wouldn't taking care of someone else's chores be a bit of a nuisance? Oh, class rep? Did she say that before? Am I just dumb? I'm probably just so dumb. Alright, well, I'll keep that on. Nailed it, yep. There's no reason to refuse outright when the offer is delivered with such an earnest smile. It's true, she does seem to have a hell of a nice heart on her, and I approve of that. Fuck. By the way, can we use this grand bathroom as we please? Oh my. Shoutouts to that. Yep, that would probably be the appropriate thing to do. As she speaks, she hands me a card that reads, "In use, male bathing." Sure, I think I might take advantage of it pretty often. The view up here is pretty nice. It is, it's fucking beautiful. A school on the fucking shoreline like that? Dude, I'm in it. I'd stay in fucking school for that shit. Stare out the window like an anime protagonist? Damn right. Ooh. An ocean view, huh? Not bad. I couldn't tell by looking behind you where the ocean is through this view. Come on, Yuuji. You were the smart boy. As she speaks, I notice Sachi's hand holding a towel and a change of clothes in her hand. What the heck? She's like a Batman. She just isn't ready, and then she's there immediately. You're well prepared. I could see it. I was one of those people. I was already on board the second I saw it. I see. The fruit of your experience, is it? The fruit of Grisaia, if you will. Maybe I'm right with that. Maybe fruit is a trigger word. I don't know. Were you traumatized by fruit at a young age? We're gonna move on, because I could take that so many different places, but with the look on her face right now, I feel like I just shouldn't, because I'm just gonna go for like 10 minutes if I do, and I'm just gonna keep looking at her staring and be like that, and I'm gonna feel like she's personally offended, and I need to... What's wrong now? Oh, okay, good. No horrific fruit abuse stories. Thank God. I don't know if I'd be able to get behind any of that. Dear Lord. That's cool, though. I bet you I could totally pull off... Oh. As if to demonstrate, panties. Is this a declaration that you want to bathe together? I mean, my man went for it immurderately. I really don't think there's anything to apologize for. No, thank you, ma'am. Yes. Is there a complimentary a continental breakfast? Because I'd love to have some of them waffles. I'm a waffles guy. I'm all about it. Let's see, can I ask about something other than the dorm? So about them waffles. In that case, let's hear your three... I'm assuming you're in reference to, like, what's the size of the small, medium, and large? Please tell me that's what you mean. I don't know what any of those numbers actually mean as a guy. I don't, like, I know what they correlate to, I think. Is it breasts, waists, and hips? Wait, waist and hip. It's the same thing. Fuck. I don't know. Point is, I wouldn't, because waste... Because it's the hourglassy thing, right? Because that's what we're talking about here? Is that... I don't fucking know. Point is... I'm sorry to say, Sachi, but you're losing points because your boys are all about that justice. I mean, what? At the moment, is there a specific man you're going out with? Boy, you are moving at a pace I was not prepared for. Your experience with your experience with men to... See, he's all like, I'm gonna need to know this, and this, and I'm like, and this is why all of my relationships went the way they did. The way of the dodo. Your experience with men to date? Excellent. I know I'm the one who asked you those questions, but you're answering them so politely. Would that also be because you're the class representative? Fuck me. God. Interesting. What an admirable devotion to customer service. Also, that was an adorable little face she was making, and I approve. So. Nothing comes to mind. Dials 3. Ayo, Sachi, what's up? I went out with the boys, got a little tipsy. How you doing tonight, girl? Can I help you with anything? Yes. What's that? Click. Shit. What? Okay. Got it. I'm going through this much slower than I did last episode. It's gonna be a longer episode. Oh, it's better when I just shut up sometimes. With that note of farewell, Sachi bows like a genuine housemaid and starts to turn away. Sachi.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for the tour. I appreciate it. Oh my god. My heart. Class representatives these days seem to be a surprisingly tough-willed breed. After Sachi's tour ended, I took another look around the interior of the building on my own. By the time I returned to my room, the sun is already low in the sky and the light growing dim. Should probably put this stuff away before it gets dark. It's true. It's just annoying to put shit away in the darkness. I mean, I know we invented lights for a reason, but still. Opening my backpack, I pull out the contents and begin to put them away on the shelves I've been provided with. It's a real help that I've got a closet. Things I can leave in a visible place, and things to be stowed away in the back. Dividing my possessions between the two, the latter are clearly more numerous. Normal, huh? While looking over the mountain of luggage, I mutter in a self-deprecating tone. As I work, the sun sinks leisurely into the sea. Leisurely. See, this is what I wanted to get to last time, and then that didn't happen. It only took me 20 minutes to get into it this time. Fuck me. At my usual time, 4:45 a.m., I woke up in my usual way and ran the course I'd marked down mentally on my way here. To tell the truth, when I was stopped by a policeman yesterday, it was because I'd been wandering around back and forth in the same place while planning out a possible marathon route. My god, man. Shoutouts to you and your dedication. As a fat man, you're trying too hard. I woke at the usual time, ran at the usual time, and now I'm eating my usual breakfast menu. No different from the days when I was living together with my master in the mountains. Bitch, are you a ninja? You are. You're Batman, aren't you? Fucking, Cosme Yuuji, occupation Batman. My standard tempo of living. If there is a difference, it's limited to the slight surprise I felt when I opened my eyes and found a roof over my head. During my hike from Yamanashi, I'd gotten used to sleeping in the open. So when I woke up inside a room, there was a slight feeling of unease. Like, seriously, dude, what? I'm gonna need some clarification on who and what you are. Because if I don't get it at any point soon, if you just keep being slow on all this information, my boy, I'm just going to assume you are the Dark Knight. Because I don't know what else I'm supposed to believe. Or you're homeless. And trained by a homeless master in the woods. Which would also be awesome. Right. I'm living in a dorm now. Sorry I did cut off mid-sentence. My confusion and curiosity continue to rise. That mild discomfort hasn't disappeared even now as I'm eating my corn cereal. It's hard to settle down inside a new lair until it's ingrained with your scent. You said it really creepy, but I think I will agree with what you're saying. Again, it's creepy when you say it with scent. That's just... But I get what you're saying. Even so, I'll start living at this tempo every day from now on, going to school every morning so there's no real need to rush things. If I actively spend every day packing myself with potentially useful knowledge, someday this sort of lifestyle might come naturally to me. The effort strikes me as a little troublesome, but as my master once told me, when it comes to your life and your women, a little bit of trouble is just about right. I can agree with this. But in limited supply. Speaking of women, they're a simple bunch, but that doesn't make them any less difficult to handle. Do you mean women in general, or just the women you've become introduced to? Because, if you mean in general, well, that's questionable. That's potentially rude. I learned that much in my first year living with my master. In my master's words, when you're a brat... Oh, when you are a brat... wax on, wax off. When you're a brat, running fast is enough to make you popular. But when you're a middle schooler, the guys who can fight will be popular. And after that, it's the guys with brains who get the girls. In other words, run, punch, and read books. And you'll never run dry. What do you think? Short and sweet, right? That was her... His master is a woman. She is also apparently a heavy smoker, so... I'm sorry. Oh, it didn't tell me beforehand. Okay, we're moving on. Jesus fucking Christ. That was her theory, at least. The things she said were always ridiculously simplistic. Honestly, I ignored those words with a snort the first time I heard them, but my master was a woman who puts her beliefs into practice. Every morning she made me run, and every day she hit me with a stack of books. It is really hard to see through all the tears in my fucking eyes at the moment. Although I don't know if she's to blame, I still run 16 kilometers every morning. That is fucking absurd, sir. And habitually read books whenever I have free time. I get the books thing. Right, I'll give you that. Boy, made it to fucking book 6 of Spice and Wolf the other day. Fucking winning. Okay, sorry. Just is good. Sometimes she was harsh. Sometimes she was sweet. She would emit an abrasive, overpowering aura at times. I bet you she would with this kind of a voice. But every once in a while, she would be so gentle that I thought my brain would melt out of my ears. That was my master, a woman with a sizable build who was nevertheless very picky about the little thing. Fucking Christ. I've had a hard time dealing with large women ever since those days, but being aware of the fact doesn't mean I can fix it. Okay. It's not that I dislike them on a conscious level, but whenever I see a tall woman, I can't help but feel wary out of pure instinct. I think I can sympathize. I think I can pick up what you were putting this down. Fuck. If you ask why I'm bringing this up all of a sudden, well, that would be because I've just been reminded there's a large woman at the school as well. What are we talking about? Pretty sure, if I remember correctly from my ears, I believe that's Makina. That sounds like a distinctive high-pitched bat-like screech that I've heard before. I'm gonna find out. Sup, devil people? Sup, gang? How you doing? I love the little bow ties. So you guys have like a vesty sort of thing going on? I approve. Since this place is a student dormitory, it's of course only natural that a community of students would already be living here, and it's entirely probable that they have their own rules that I don't know yet. So I'm curious, are they the only... No, wait, because they said that there were more already here. So I was wondering if just not enough had come in yet. But yeah, no, they had mentioned that there's like 2 rooms that are empty. All the other ones are full, so... Everything that I was about to say is completely fucking irrelevant. Oh, so I'm in a country hick fresh... What? Oh, also, I'm a country hick fresh from the rural areas of Yamanashi. Dude, I get you. I'm by far one of the most technical individuals in this middle of fucking nowhere that I happen to live, but I am the mountain folk. So it goes without saying I'm poorly versed in the customs and rituals of this land. And we shall call it this land. Perhaps we should call it your grave. I'm sorry. I need to watch this shit now again. I have no way of penetrating the depths of significance that might be hiding in an action that, at a glance, looks to be a simple case of bullying. What game's this? What are the rules? Oh my. You know, it's like that's an interesting design for a uniform. Gotta be honest, I think it looks... Okay, so I'm biased, again, as we talked out before about how I'm biased towards the justice. I'm just saying, Homegirl pulls it off a little bit better. It's just too much going on up there if it's otherwise. Also, are you wearing little, like, striped legging thing? Knee sock? Shits? Thigh high? Something? I approve, whatever it is. So she's winning points, is all I'm saying. Okay, the puzzle faces staring back at me are familiar. It's the little girl, big woman combo. I arbitrarily named the Cicada sisters when I first arrived at the school yesterday. Kazumi Yuji, occupation student. Oh, also, who do you think? Well, that's just rude. Also, that is some smugness going on there. That's so. I suppose that means I'm irredeemably stupid. Please, call me Moron Boy, as if we'd been friends for 10 years, Cicada sisters. Okay. Again, I kind of like Yuji. It's good. You can call me Moron Boy. Alright. I saw the pair of you from the gate yesterday. One of you was swinging a cicada around and the other one was shrieking, if I remember correctly. Oh no, that shit is ingrained in my brain for the rest of eternity. I'm sorry, but that's just... I'll see what I can do. Yuji, you're giving them too much room here. Just show them how it is. I'm so used to reading other characters' stuff from previous games that I'm like, no, wait, you already have words. You do it. Yeah. Kazumi Yuji, occupation student. Good to meet you. I thrust out my right hand, but the tall woman in front of me doesn't show any signs of aggressive. Well, that's just rude. She stiffened on the spot, staring fixedly at my face. It looks as though she's even forgotten to breathe. Have I done something wrong? Am I just too goddamn beautiful for you? I am, aren't I? The big woman's frozen expression suddenly melts, and she lightly shakes my hand. It's an unexpectedly small, but decidedly cold hand. Suo Amane. I got you, girl. I can get behind it. Always liked the name Suo. Thank you, Tamaki. Oh my god, she's still doing it. What, Irisu Makina? You're getting up there with the points. I'm just saying, again, I gotta start keeping a score system for you guys. Bored. Scoreboard. Fuck. Iris Makina? Iris is a Greek god, and isn't Makina a Latin word? Literally translated to be something like Mecha Rainbow Goddess. That's fucking awesome. Just like to point that out. That's dope. What country are you from? I assure you, with the way she's been pronouncing her English, there was no question in my mind that she was Japanese. Wasn't she speaking English just now? Interesting. So that would be the explanation. Okay, I'll allow it. I thought you were just doing it to be fucking weird, but it's because you are kind of fucking weird. And I can get behind that. That's okay. It's awesome. I see. Well, good to meet you. I see. Well, good to me. Sorry. Just gonna stop that right there. Not the least of which reasons because it was just really bad. It wasn't even... It was so bad at being bad that it was... Staring at my outstretched hand in silence, Makina clings to Amane's back as if she's trying to hide herself. What's wrong? Is it my beauty again? Oh yeah? Cool. Sorry, I had some stuck in my teeth. How about a firm handshake and a smile? I'd say that's a good start. I withdraw the hand I've been holding out towards Makina. Well, there's no need to force her to deal with me, in the first place, I guess. Got a point. My god. She's a muffin. It's true. Dude, for the snacks. You gots to. Is don't get any snacks supposed to be an effective threat in this day and age? Or so I thought. But hearing those words, Makina bites her lip tightly and extends her right hand towards me with a strained expression. I gently clasp her small hand and put on the natural-looking fake smile I learned from my matcher. Yep, you fucking idiot. Master. Nailed it. I'm Kazumi Yuji. Kazumi Yuji. Occupation student. Good to meet you. Ignore the fact that I completely fucked up my own name. Oh. Heart. Her voice is small and marked by a distinct lisp. Her hand is as tiny as her body, and it's hot like that of a child. Oh, asking the real questions. Let's see here. It's a difficult choice. Sugar gliders are great. They're adorable. They're muffins. I want one in my pocket. Dolphins, look, they're great. Except for when they're horrible devil monsters, which tear things to fucking pieces because they're fucking psychotic. But when they're not, they're amazing. Whales, beyond terrifying. It's just this huge, terrifying monstrosity. But also kind of really majestic. See, monkeys, adorable sometimes, unless they rip your face off. Let's see what else I can think of. Too many things so far, you say? We should move on, you say? I would agree. How about you? I like dogs. What about it? Don't you judge me. I'm not really the indecisive sort. I won't hesitate when I need to come up with an answer, even more so when I have an important decision to make. Compared to failing without even trying, I'd rather take action, even at the risk of a mistake. Well, there you go. I usually just cower in fear, so... I am the opposite of very cool, apparently. Thanks, Amane, for just destroying my confidence in myself. Are you mocking me? Why'd you laugh? Bitch? I mean... I've heard answering a question with another question is a sign of stupidity. Alright, points to you, my girl. You're coming back with the sass, and I approve. Got it. Moron girl. What a troublesome woman. Oh, I don't feel like being late on my first day. Oh, I need to go train in the mountains some more, because I'm fucking Batman, apparently. I'm used to waiting. I'll kill time sightseeing over there or something. I don't know if you've realized this, but Yuuji is a little weird. Again, he's sassy and he's got the skills. I'm just saying, he's also kind of weird. I get that a lot. Well, I'll see you in class. What? If it's something I can answer. Are you asking about my 3 sizes? I'll be glad to tell you. If you got something to say, spit it out. No need to hold back. I can respect that. I see. I don't understand the thought patterns of large women. You are an interesting individual, sir. My master would probably say, if you don't understand by now, you never will. But my own thoughts are a bit more along the lines of, well, even if I could understand, why bother? Why the fuck is that my internal monologue voice? I don't know, but it is, apparently. Well, that's a pretty-ass fucking light going on across the floor. That's some nice-looking shadows. I approve. I go to that school just to stare at the floor. Well then. Having said that to Amane, fuck, that's gonna fuck with me. I'm confronted with the fact that there are no sights particularly worth seeing here. Look at the floor, my man. It looks so good. There's easily an hour until the start of class, and I'm obviously woken up too early. Well, still better than being late, I guess. You could go introduce yourself to other people. I bet you there's more, I would assume. I think. I don't know. There might not be. They might all just hate you, too. Might as well wait in the classroom. Right after I mumble those words, just as I begin walking down the hallway. It's like a small bird trap somewhere. A goat, perhaps. What the... As I'm fucking idiot. As I'm making my way towards the classroom, damn it. Because see, the problem was I was like, I'm making my way, and then my brain immediately went, making my way downtown, and then everything else just ground to a halt in my brain. It's just... This is how Shannon's brain works. It fucking doesn't. The principal had described yesterday, I hear something resembling a scream. Well, not a scream exactly, more just a weird, caw of some kind. An alarm, perhaps. Signaling the end times. The fucking what? Although it doesn't seem to be an emergency situation, I'm certainly a bit concerned by the sound. It's dramatically out of place in an otherwise quiet morning schoolhouse. For the time being, I decide to approach. It's the bat peep. More fucking bat people. When I peer inside through the hallway window, I find a single woman shouting in the direction of the blackboard. Judging from the fact that she's wearing a uniform, it would seem that she's a student here like Sachi, Amane, and Makina. Thing is, too, is it's weird. Hairstyles in anime are so weird to me. Like, I've mentioned 100 times before that for whatever reason, for reasons I will never understand, because I really don't have much of a thing for them in real life, fucking ponytails on anime girls, it's like, that you fucking nailed it. It's just like, you look good all the time. I've never understood why. It's just, it works. Never been a Twin Tails guy. Even though I do tend to lean in the direction of characters which would tend to have that kind of hairstyle. I just never really something I got all up into. And that sounds creepy when I say it like that. It is accurate, though. It's weird. I'll never understand it. You also did not ask. Apparently oblivious to my presence, she continues her routine. Girl, you doing vocal exercises? I approve as a voice actor. As a very, very bad voice actor, I approve. Okay. After deeply inhaling... That's exactly what you're doing. Also, that was kind of adorable. I can't even lie. You've been here 5 minutes and you're already gaining best girl points. All in one breath, she firmly lets loose a string of syllables familiar as a vocal tuning exercise.
よーし、一息で言えた。いいぞ、私。いや、私。
Shoutouts to you, girl.
私。私の言うことが聞けないっていうの？
Okay. Presentation? Authority figure, perhaps? Like student council sort of thing? Or voice actress sort of thing? Singing? What? I'm leaning towards a performance, perhaps? Or, well, no, because I'm actually not. I'm leaning towards a presentation-y sort of thing. But is that correct? Acting, perhaps. Get your training on, girl.
私の言うことが聞けないっていうの？
I'll do whatever you want to say. I'll just say it.
今のは良かったと思う。じゃあ次。
You know, it seems like you're rehearsing lines for
あん
something.
たのためにやってるんじゃないんだからね。
Oh my god, you're rehearsing for a Tsundere role. I'm gonna need a name for this so I can put you on the best girl list. Well, staring at the memo, I've just been watching Toradora. I've been rewatching Toradora again for the 7 billionth goddamn time. So there's some Tsundere love going on in my heart at the moment. While staring at the memo pad in her hand, she awkwardly but forcefully rattles off phrases one after another. It seems like it'd be best to ask her what she's doing directly. Dear God. This is the broadcasting club? What the fuck is going on here? God damn. Also, I am trying to understand what's going on with your fanny pack, but so far I approve. In response to my you dumb fuck. Is there an R in that word? There isn't. Stop putting one in there. In response to my question, or more likely my entrance, the woman leaps up in shock and draws back a good 3 meters. That is a bit of space. Desks and chairs clatter dramatically in her wake. No, I might have been hasty to assume that from the vocal exercises. The drama club seems plausible as well. You seem to be saying some kind of lines. Your new biggest fan. I tried to take off my glasses dramatically, but number one, you guys can't see that. Number two, I'm wearing headphones, and it completely fucked my entire situation up. Just as I'm getting ready to rephrase my question, the woman preempts me with her own. Me? Well, of course. My name is Kazumi Yuuji, occupation student. I'll be transferring here as of today. Yes. Yes. Not nodding, I walk a few steps forward and stand in front of the woman. So, you're doing some sort of rehearsal after all. I'm sorry if I interrupted.
してないすよすだから何の遠慮もしなくていいのいや遠慮しなさい
Is it for a performance, or are you just trying to be a tsundere in real life but don't know how? Well, which is it?
いいからそこに座りなさいよ
Oh, okay. I don't quite follow, but if I start asking questions, she'll probably even get noisier, so I choose the path of least resistance. Much like water, my man, you know the way to go. Michiru? Okay, I can approve. I can get behind it. After I flop down onto the chair, all dramatic-like, the woman mutters to herself in a low but perfectly audible voice. Matsushima Michiru. Okay then. Good to meet your face. In contrast, she delivers her self-introduction with an artificial brightness. That's so. Initials M&M. That was not my first assumption, but okay. Nobody said anything even remotely like that. It seems like such a weird pull for you to make. Is this perhaps a cultural thing that I simply don't understand, or are you just fucking crazy? So far, I'm totally on board with her. Because it's painfully obvious that she's just kind of a normal human being, but for some reason seems to just be really insistent on keeping up this persona of hers for some reason. Do you want to be called a masochist that badly? Alright then. Quite an energetic woman. Seems like that's going around. Sachi, thank you for being at least reasonably calm. For being the only one at least reasonably calm so far, goddamn. She drops the subject and forges boldly on ahead. Boldly. She forges boldly on ahead. What does sorta mean? So 2 class reps? Class repetition. So she's class representative, you're class repetition. So you're the representative, but also the representative. Instead of just regular the representative. Fair enough. Don't know where I was going with this train of thought. Oh my god, how did it take me this long to notice? She got the fucking fang! Okay. Baby girl, if we can just get you a hat and perhaps a hoodie, I'm done. I don't need to meet anyone else in this game. I'm saying that here and now. The woman's voice suddenly goes quieter. I do have a YouTube channel that is based primarily around comedy and anime, but mostly in how I react to said anime. Usually being comedy, except for those times when I cry like a little bitch. So, good? I wouldn't call myself an enthusiast. I would. I'm sorry, Yuuji. But, God damn it. She clears her throat affectedly. Right. Okay. Like, yep. Okay. Gotcha. Oh my god. Girl is so expressive. Again, at this point, totally a fan of her. She's just great. What the fuck are you doing, though? I'm just so trying to understand this. Get it. Do it up. That's an adorable picture. You want me to call you Michiru, yes? She hums to herself and nods emphatically, apparently satisfied with this result. The hell was that? Next, she takes a colorful wafer out of some sort of small container and crunches down on it vigorously. Ooh, I love me some wafers. I love... What kind of wafer is it? If it's colorful, is it like one of those little, like, wafer bar things that with the strawberry in it? Is that what it's like? Perhaps a Kit Kat? Probably not, because it's got chocolate on top of it, but... We're gonna move on. What the hell are you eating? Don't believe that was what I said, but okay. I was just wondering what those were. I don't know what that means. I do know what the word candy means. I thought I should clarify that. I know I'm dumb, but I'm not. Moving on. That's so. From the way we were showing them off, I was pretty sure you wanted me to ask. Girl, I'm so fucking lost. I got a strange sense of deja vu from her phrasing just now. What was it? One of those long advertisements they put up inside trains. Since I don't ride them very often, the few I've been or seen stand out in my memory. Right, they reprinted those, or this idiotic article from a woman's magazine on it. What the fucking fuck? I can't word it all. Right, they reprinted this idiotic article from a woman's magazine about how to make men fall for you. Purposefully treat them coldly at first in order to create a contrast for your affection when they make your move. I fucked it up there at the end. It was supposed to be make your move. Fuck! Even when I'm trying, I'm terrible.
私の美しさにぼーっとなっちゃう気持ちもってそれってなんか違うキャラよねそうじゃなくてその
So you're supposed to be a tsundere.
違うわよいや違うそうなんだけどって嘘いきなり言っちゃうわけそれ
Girl, we just need to put an end to this shit immediately. Just whatever's going on, it has to at least be. We gotta try and figure out whatever this is, okay? That's basically what it comes down to, is we can't be allowed to continue. Michiru covers her mouth with her left hand and staggers backward in apparent shock. Her reaction is a bit puzzling, but I think I've probably hit the bullseye. I see. I think I understand. You're playing a tsundere in an attempt to attract male attention, yes? Dude, and the thing is, like, I'm not a big tsundere fan in general, really. It's the thing that makes me that is working in her favor with the attracted part is it's her break from the tsundere thing, where she's fucking conflicted and trying to figure it out, and just that is what is adorable as all fuck, and that is what is winning you points. But there's still some points I'm not clear on, like that hair. Why are you bleaching it? I couldn't tell. It's fucking anime. What do you want from me? Please, a genuine blonde is more natural tone. Not that artificial gold-looking color. I've known a few. Does that mean you would have normally black hair? Perhaps brown? Can I get an example? Because my curiosity is piqued. That's so. Next time I happen to... fucking Christ. I happen to visit America, remind me to pick you up some better hair dye. Sassy bastard. So, as I was saying, why bleach it? And that hairstyle is a little odd, too. It's not one I see that often. I feel like that's an incorrect statement. Also, again, if you want just switch to a ponytail at some point, I wouldn't complain. I just... like ponytail, hat, hoodie. Give me those and you're in it to win it, girl. The way it has to be. It's a dark and lonely existence. Michiru begins to crumble her words under her breath as if they to enumerate the curse's power. Oh my.
市販のだと皮膚が荒れちゃうから豊橋のメーカーが作ってるのをわざわざネットで取り寄せてるし正直めんどくさいわよ
I mean, do you have to do it then? That she has to describe the tsundere curse in her first person seems a bit seems a bit strange, but pointing that out would be only prolong this, so leave it be. I do apologize, guys, for my inability to fucking talk today. I don't think that's accurate at all. I've seen many a tsundere that does not have ponytails or is blonde. Just throw that out there. Oh, I'm denying this shit. Tonight. This isn't 2018 no more, motherfuckers. You can't be what you want to be. Sorry. Michiru jabs out an index finger in my direction and... Alright then. As she runs out of breath in grand style, the curtain finally drops on Michiru's one-woman show. The echoing of her ragged breathing is the only sound in the otherwise silent classroom. Exactly 30 seconds pass. This motherfucker is counting. It's tough being a tsundere. Got it. That should be a fucking country song. Oh yeah, it's tough being a tsundere, yeah, do. Sorry, it's just pretend this never happened. Your eyes are horrifying. The fang is amazing. I'm not sure if it isn't what she was looking for, as if she's just lost the will to go on, but Michiru glares at me while emitting a sound reminiscent of a malfunctioning industrial machine. Anyway, let's get along, Michiru.
よろしくないわよ。あんた一人でよろしくすればいいじゃない。
Yeah, it goes without saying, I plan to get along just fine on my own.
そこはセオリー通りにちゃんと戸惑ってよ、バカ。
Oh my god, say that word again. It really isn't easy being a tsundere, is it?
もういい、帰れ。
Oh my god. Finally breaking down, Michiru begins flinging waste paper, permanent markers, and anything else lying in the direction in an attempt to drive me off. Were you crying? Sorry, my bad.
泣いてない、バカ。
I mean, by the very definition of the word, you were doing that. My attempt at an apology seems to only have fueled her anger, so in the end I decided to temporary withdrawal. A temporary withdrawal, fucking Christ, is in fact called a temporary fucking of Christ. Okay. I mean, as long as he is on board, I'm not gonna judge. I mean, my man's gotta get some stuff too, I guess. Oh god. Class is starting in another 15 minutes, but it should be fine. I'll just kill some time somewhere else. We'll go meet some... Scared the shit out of me. Ahoy, gang. 5 minutes before the start of class, practically the moment after I re-enter the classroom, Amane and Sachi arrive. The tsundere from earlier is looking at me with naked aggression, but noticing the arrival of the others.
Ohayo, Amane, Sachi.
Amane, Sachi. Assuming the performance in question, she probably calls out to them. Dear God. The instant her greeting is returned, Michiru runs over noisily and shakes hands in front of Sachi. Fuck.
サチ、あんたそれやめてって言ったでしょ。ミチル様っての。
Alright.
これはミチル様が絶対にそう呼べって言ったから。だからあれはその冗談で。一度物理フォーマットしてもう一回入れ直せない。ね。
I'm fucking lost. Michiru, while glancing over in my direction for some reason, Amane just showed up out of fucking nowhere. Deliberately entreats Sachi. Amane, leaning on a desk, seems to be occupied with trying to hold in her laughter. Okay, there we go. Oh no, don't make homegirl cry. Okay, damn. Well, apparently that works. The instant Michiru speaks, Sachi's tears abruptly vanish as if someone threw a switch. Dude, that must make getting into a fight really fucking easy with Sachi. I just said to pick up the fucking clothes. Well, I just said you're fucking you're get off my back, woman. And then she cries. But what if he didn't though? Cool. So I was thinking we should go get tacos. That's how I imagine the conversation going. So I imagine with different tones. I think I'd put more effort in being a voice actor. But Michiru watches her consciously, sweating heavily.
わかったわよ。特に何も規制とかしないから好きに呼べばいいじゃない。はい、ミチル様。
I'm right there with you, girl. Oh, dear sweet Jesus. Michiru staggers her way back to her seat, with all the vitality of a limp rag. You feeling alright, Michiru-sama? Sorry, just wanted to give it a try. Michiru collapses weakly onto her desk. What is up, English lady girl person? Makina's lisping voice sounds from the rear of the classroom. Seems like she might not be used to my presence yet, judging from the way she beelines straight for Amane, hides herself behind her, and steals glimpses at me. It is interesting, especially considering how wild she was when we first met her.
Makina, 大丈夫よ。ちょっとムカつくとこもあるけど、こいつはそんな危ない人間じゃなさそう。
Hey, I'll take it as a compliment. Thanks, Michiru.
別にあんたのためにしたわけじゃないわよ。決まった！今のは綺麗に決まった！
You go, girl. You did it. Keep up the good work. Apart from the large woman, this bunch seems to present quite the variety of communication difficulties. Nothing but fantastically normal students here, eh, Principal? You and your fucking bat people? As if in response to my sarcasm with the chiming of the opening, but that broke my fucking brain. Felt like there was supposed to be more to that sentence. Well, good morning. This perfectly normal principal appears before my eyes. Wait a second, there's only 4... As we've arrived at the beginning of the school day, I noticed a difference between the information I'd heard yesterday. Who we missing? Is it Steve? Standing at the podium, the principal notices the irregularity at a glance. Sakaki-san? Have we heard this name before? I don't think we have. That sounds familiar, though. I don't know why. Her tone seems to be asking if anyone's familiar with the circumstances. Executive. Interesting. Yumi. Okay, that's easier for my brain to handle. Hopefully not. Apparently, I'm not the only one with questions about our lone truant. I should hope so. You are strangely tolerant. Alright then. From an open window, the scent of the tide full motherfucker is sitting next to the window. God damn it. Kazumi Yuuji occupation student. You're supposed to break the cycle. Perhaps because of the walls and steel fences surrounding us on all sides, it's not as easy to remember that this place is in fact close to the sea. In contrast to the breeze and the blue sky's intimations of freedom, the gray of those jutting fences speaks of denial and rejection. While my classmates raise their voices energetically, I pass the time staring into that sky. Well, you're starting off pretty fucking well, apparently. School life, huh? It's all about staring out into the window. Ready. So I'm hearing, spy gear. That's what I'm hearing when you say this. Looks that way. I can tell from a glance that this place is well equipped. Using the time after the homeroom period, I'm getting a small introduction to the school's facilities from Sachi. Normally, this would be the principal's job, but she seems to be occupied with official duties, so I end up getting another tour from our class rep. Alright then. No physical media? Fuck this place, I'm out, I'm sorry. You and your fucking digital bullshit. I don't know what it is. Physical media to me is always something I really like. And I know it's going the way to the dodo, but come on, man. Is that the second time I've used that fucking phrase today? In this episode? That's weird. I never say that. Point is, DVDs, Blu-rays, paperback books, it's where it's at. My folks. Which would make me checking a movie out impossible, I guess. can't go get the newest episodes of the anime that you like. I was gonna name one, and then my brain just collapsed in on itself. Sachi smiles a bit wryly as she speaks. Most of the stuff is probably in that pamphlet somewhere, but Sachi's explanations are comparatively to the point, clear, and easy to understand. Exactly the opposite of an episode that Shannon makes of anything. It seems she's actually quite intelligent. I never get the impression that she wasn't intelligent. Ooh, neat. Can I get some hardcore porn then? Looks like they weren't that sloppy in the casting after all. The school drama currently being broadcast. Alright then. Goddamn, you was touring all into the night. Day. After dusk. Shit. That concludes the tour, is what she said. Having completed a general review of the school's facilities, Sachi's explanation comes to an end. Thanks. It was a big help. I guess so. Yeah, there's still a classmate I haven't met yet after all. Gotta meet this Yumi person. Hearing my response, Sachi's brisk tone gives way to a hesitant mumble. What? Is she bad? Is she a monster lady? She is the bad people! Oh, shit. Sorry, girl. I just threw you out the way. After a brisk bow, she quickly runs off down the hallway. Did I just trigger a death flag just now? You better not have. Boy, I can't be handling this. I don't think there's a single person in the world who wouldn't worry after that kind of ominous foreshadowing. I'm glad that you noticed. Well, that might be an overstatement, but there are some pretty carefree people out there. I'm just not one of them. Seems like it'd be best to be on my guard. Or more so than usual, anyway. The light flooding in through the windows has shifted from overhead to my side. It won't be that long until the sun sets. After parting from Sachi, I walk the empty hallway alone. My surroundings are very nearly soundless thanks to my habitually quiet footsteps. For a fat guy, I have some pretty fucking quiet footsteps. Always been pretty proud of that. However, inside the none of you care. However, inside the stillness, I sense a definite presence at my destination. She finally show up? I hear a faint sound from the interior of the previously silent classroom. With that confirmation, I slowly open the door. Hi, ma'am. How you doing? The moment I enter the classroom, tension fills the air. Oh, you have a face of pure sass. I dig the tie, though. Behind a window seat desk in the middle of the classroom, a chair rattles as its occupant turns to face me. My immediate impression of the girl is, she doesn't appear particularly friendly. That is kind of where I was immediately assuming as well. What I was immediately assuming. Fuck. Yo. While it might not be the most polite first greeting, I call out casually as I approach in order to demonstrate my lack of malicious intent. Sakaki Yumiko, right? Her expression does not change. Sitting on the chair, absolutely stock still, she stares fixedly at my face. I'm Kazumi Yuji, an occupation student. As of today. I come to a halt in front of her desk. So, I'll be your classmate as well, it seems. I can see how enthused you are. I'm loving it just as much as you. Pulling out a chair from the desk in front of her, I sit down. At the moment, we're about a meter apart. Nonetheless, the woman stares at me so tensely that she seems to be forgetting to breathe. Rather than staring, her expression could probably be more accurately described as glaring. Rhymes. I wasn't able to introduce myself in the morning. Heard you'd probably be around in the evening. I keep talking regardless, but no response is forthcoming. I mean, you better, because otherwise you just sit there staring at each other all awkward-like, so at least you can say words. Maybe she's got like a psychological problem with men, like Makina. But then again, she didn't try to run when I approached her. I changed my position in the seat to face her directly. Straddling the chair, I leaned forward slightly, like one of them fucking camp counts that was like, let me tell you all about Jesus. Let me tell you how cool it is to not be on drugs. The The motion has closed the 1 meter gap between us down about 70 centimeters. I'd like to at least confirm your identity. All right, then. As if to declare her refusal to acknowledge my existence, the woman stands from her seat and briskly moves to exit the classroom. How about can you words me, woman? Can you just words me for a second? I follow her immediately. The woman opens the classroom's rear door just enough for one person to pass and then tries to slip her way outside. Hey, dude. Calling out again, I try to follow her through the gap. Can you... In that moment, the woman forcibly slams the door shut. She clearly closed it, knowing full well I was trying to follow. Her expression betrays surprise. Maybe she'd been expecting me to get my hand caught in the door, back off having slammed it in my face. Instead, the door she had attempted to close is firmly held open by my hand, an outcome she apparently had not been prepared for. You could have broken my hand, you know that, if I wasn't fucking Batman. Although she's the one who's trying to shatter my fingers, she's glaring at me like I'm the bad guy here. What exactly did I do to deserve this from someone I have just met? I'm just looking for an introduction. Opening the half-shut door, I take a step forward. She doesn't back down. Girl, I'm gonna need you to not, because that's rude. This is a lovely CG otherwise, though. You look quite pretty. Look at this with our whole thing there. Forgot to do that for fucking homegirl earlier, so now I have to fucking go back and redo the fucking thumbnail. Anyway, quite the greeting. I stopped the motion of her hand about 5 centimeters before its target. Number one, you are very good at judging distances. I'm terrible with that shit. It isn't the most effective block, but for the purpose of diffusing her reckless hostility, an easily comprehensible action seems necessary. I was expecting something of the sort, but you favor the quick slap, the classic slap to the face, I see. Maintaining my grasp on the woman's wrist, I stare her down at short range. As for the woman, she's staring right back, her eyes open wide with shock, completely still. Well then, let me ask your face again. The strong orange glow of the evening sun illuminates the classroom. Are you Sakamikaki Yumiko? If you say yes, you're going to be wrong, because I definitely didn't say that right. Her expression hostile as ever, the woman slowly opens her mouth. With an air of slight resignation, she clearly unwavering... Fucking Christ. But clearly unwavering in her refusal of any relation with me, she speaks. I am so sorry I can't speak, guys. Okay, good to meet you. I literally just said I wanted to meet you. That was literally the whole fucking thing. As the evening sun fell behind a cloud, its light dimmed and the classroom filled with shadow. With the sound of Yumiko's breath and a faint roar of the waves behind the walls, the curtain was raised on my normal student life.